3 months later, he finally understood what it meant to lose someone forever. Emotional hook, inciting incident. Dad's coffin hadn't even touched the ground when my brother stepped closer, voice low, steady, venomous. "I want everything. The house, the land, all of it," he said, eyes locked on mine like he was delivering a verdict. "I'm the real son." The words sliced through the cold air. Mourners whispered. The gravedigger paused mid-shovel. I looked at my brother, the man I once trusted, and felt something inside me harden. "Fine," I said calmly. "I'll renounce it, but you will never contact me for the rest of your life, no matter what happens." He smirked, like I ever would. He believed he'd won. He didn't realize he had just signed the first page of his own downfall. Backstory setup, establish the relationship. Growing up, he was the golden child, loud, arrogant, always shining because he believed the world owed him light. I was the quiet one, the observer, the one who patched his wounds after fights he started, the one who covered for him when he stole Dad's tools and blamed neighbors' kids. Dad once put a hand on my shoulder and whispered, "You're the steady one. He's fire, uncontrolled." I held on to those words. My brother never knew what it meant to earn anything, and he assumed Dad's death meant the universe would hand him everything again. The days after the funeral were strangely calm, too calm. He had gotten what he wanted, yet I could feel the shift, the distance, the silence. Then the letters started coming. Not to me, addressed to Dad's estate lawyer. Questions about liquidity, loans, mortgages. He wasn't protecting Dad's legacy, he was drowning it. One night the lawyer called me. "Your brother is trying to take a loan against the property before the transfer is finalized. He's using forged signatures." I didn't speak, didn't gasp, didn't rage. I simply understood. My brother wasn't just greedy, he was reckless, desperate. He hadn't cared about Dad's inheritance, he needed it. And that changed everything. Shift in mindset, strategic planning begins. I didn't confront him. People like my brother don't feel guilt, only consequences. So I began quietly. I reviewed the will. Not what he claimed, the official one. The one Dad filed months before he died, without telling either of us. There was a clause. A simple, beautiful clause. If one heir attempts to fraudulently claim the other's share, both shares revert to charitable trust pending legal review. Dad knew his eldest son better than anyone. All it needed was evidence, and my brother provided it freely. Forged signatures, tampered documents, unauthorized appraisals. He left fingerprints on everything because he believed he was untouchable. I collected, copied, time-stamped. I wasn't taking revenge. I was preparing an autopsy of his arrogance. Execution of the plan. First move, I renounced my share in writing. That gave him confidence, made him sloppy. He moved quickly, applying for massive loans in his name. Second move, I forwarded all documents to Dad's lawyer, who submitted them to the probate judge. Third, I contacted the bank he was targeting, provided them with the legal freeze notice. Fourth, I waited. He spiraled. Debt collectors, delayed approvals, stalled transfer. But he could never contact me, not after our agreement at the funeral. If he did, that would reopen everything legally, including my renunciation. His pride trapped him more tightly than any strategy I could design. Climax and confrontation. 3 months later, he showed up anyway. Pale, wild-eyed, sweating like a trapped animal. "You ruined everything!" he shouted, pounding on my door. I opened it slowly, leaning against the frame. "You contacted me," I said quietly. "What? No, this is different." "You broke the condition." His face twisted. I handed him a single envelope. Legal notice. The charitable trust had taken full possession. The house, the land, every asset. He got nothing, not even the loan he tried to steal against. He opened the envelope with shaking hands. You did this!" "No," I said, "Dad did. You just walked into the trap." He sank onto the step, the weight of his loss finally crushing him. For the first time in our lives, he looked small. Resolution and emotional release. I watched him crumble and felt nothing, not joy, not sorrow, just clarity. He taught me one thing: greed isn't a flaw, it's a slow suicide. As he stumbled away, I closed the door gently. Dad once told me, justice doesn't always speak. Sometimes it simply waits. I understood that now. My brother chased an inheritance. I inherited peace. And that is worth more than anything he ever tried to take. If you want, I can also create 7 cinematic 4K image prompts, non-dark, no text, RGB colors based on this story.